2, which aims to end hunger and malnutrition by 2030. Women remain the key agents of change in agriculture, nutrition, and rural development. However, they remain locked out of learned ownership, access to credit and productive firm inputs, support from extension services, and access to markets. According to World Bank report, on average, Africa's female farmers produce less per hectare compared with men, which adversely affects their families, communities, and in long-tired counties. Our reporter, Levis Musumba, visited the remote village of Samon in Laikipia County and met a group of rural women who are the change agents in the villages and communities. The group has adopted conventional way of poultry farming by converting a traditional cooker, locally known as chepkube, into a chicken brooder, turning the birds into money. Here's the voices of the rural women transforming agriculture to be more resilient and sustainable.
As the golden rays of the sun light up Tetu village at the foot of Mount Kenya, Agnes Wangoi is up to attend to her domestic chores. Wangoi has been doing crop production for the last 2 decades and a half. However, in the wake of climate change compounded by the persistent drought, farm production has dwindled, making life unbearable.
Hiyo kazi tunafanya ndio tulinunua na hii shamba yetu, tumesomesa watoto. Hata niko na mwingine hata sasa yako shule anasomea master. Nikaona pesa, hakuna pesa ya kulima tena na maji. Nikarudi hapa nyumbani. Sasa tule tumaji unaona pale ndio tunalimaga naye kidogo kidogo.
Agnes Wangoi is a participant in the Climate Smart Agriculture and Chepkube Poultry project launched by UN Women in partnership with the Food and Agriculture Organization FAO in 2021, with the aim of fostering economic growth and resilience for rural women farmers.
Niliona muhimu ya jiko ni kuchuga tushui na kupika. Uwekelea chakula yako jikoni, unapika kama unapika na kama nyagasi. Hii na jiko ya gasi ni mzuri kama hiyo kwa sababu iko na majiko 3. Uweka chakula ugali hapo, na weka mboga hapo, unaweka maji hapo. Ama uweke chakula hapo, uwekelee chai hapo na maji ya kuoga. Sasa saa hiyo huwezi kufikiria maneno ya stima. Kwa sababu kuweka stima ni pesa nyingi, na sasa hapa hakuna kitu natumia, ni kuni tu, kutafuta kuni. Hata kama kuni iko na pesa nyingi, mzigo moja ni 500. Sasa ikiwa 500 naweza ota, na hiyo jiko inaweza wiki moja ama 2. Na unaona ni mzuri, lakini ukiweka stima ni pesa nyingi.
In 2021, the mother of 5 was selected and trained on crop production and poultry keeping, specifically for the improved chicken breed under the ongoing Climate Smart Agriculture, which aims to support farmers in the crop and livestock value chain.
Sasa hii joto saa ile unaweka hapo, joto itakaa baka inashika moto, hata ukigusa huko nasikia kuna joto. Sasa hii joto ndio kuku inafanya nini naota huko, na ndio unaona hii tosi tunakuja hapa karibu, sababu hii moto inateremka chini baka hii tosi tunapata moto huku. Lakini hata ukiangalia saa hii huko yote inaingia huko ndani kabisa.
After the training, Wangoi purchased her first bunch of chicks with the aim of looking after them for 6 to 8 weeks and selling them off to smaller holder farmers.
Hiyo ya kienyeji ndio niliasia nayo. Nikakaa ikimaliza mwezi moja, mwezi wa pili ndio nilinunua hii 5. Sasa nikitoa ile nikaweka hiyo.
Poultry production has existed for many generations in Africa, and almost every village household keeps chicken. The rural family poultry are generally raised in free-range and or backyard systems, which are traditionally extensive husbandry systems. However, Purity Kagwiria from Laikipia County is changing this narrative. Through the training of making the traditional brooder system called chepkube a valuable asset among the Nilotes, Purity has modernized the ancient cooker into a brooding system.
Mwalimu wetu huyu wa Anglikasa akakuja akatuambia iko chepkube imejengwa huko kwa hii kikundi iko huko kwa Nandi. Akatuambia mtaenda kuona. Sasa sisi tukaandamana siku moja, tukaenda huko tukasema tunataka kujengewa. Haya, tukapewa walimu wawili huko siku moja. Hii yangu ndiyo ilikuwa ya kwanza. Wakakuja wakatutengenezea ya kwanza. Hiyo ingine sasa ni sisi tu tunatengeneza.
This is a project that is funded by KOICA, Korean International Cooperation Agency, funded through UN Women in collaboration with FAO.
The new Chepkube doubles up as a cooker and a brooder, using less fuel and save time spent in the village collecting firewood for rural women.
So most of them now are coming out from those other types of fuel. They are coming to Chepkube. So on fuel energy, that is part of it, which is a plus. For those who are doing the chicks, they have drastically reduced the cost on maybe how they used to bring up the chicks, because they normally do the normal cooking and the birds continue to brood underneath it.
Today, Purity will be making her 4th Chepkube and the 17th for the ceremony group. The construction of Chepkube requires building blocks, poles, a wire mesh, baked soil, old blanket, and sand. It will take 5 hours to make one Chepkube. However, the ceremony women group ride on the slogan Umoja ni Nguvu, and joint efforts make the work easier.
So when they trained that group, they built for one another. And then when I came to this group, I was still a trainer in this group. I introduced it to the members in this group. We had an exchange tour to that area. They went there, they learned, and then they were interested. So those farmers from Ogilgil came and trained these farmers from Ceremony Livelihood. And now from now the Ceremony Livelihood or Gilgil, now we are extending it to other farmers outside, because we have at least 3 groups which are waiting to be trained.
With 100 chicks in waiting for sale, Wangoi has been able to brood and sell about 200 chicks since the project started, and now she is looking up to venture into keeping both layers for eggs purposely to support her household consumption and broilers for commercial purpose.
Nikikuwa nakaa hivyo, hakuna kazi ninafanya, ninaweza kuwa na shida. Lakini sasa nikiwa nafuga hii tukuku yangu, hata nikuwe nataka kuuza ile, mtu akuja nimwambie lete 500 ama 600. Kama nilikuwa na jani nimepata kitu ya kukula.
Agneta Mukutwa, FAO Field Officer, confirms that women remain the backbone of rural economy and a human link between the farm and the table. And the only way to improve productivity and the continent's ability to feed a growing population is by addressing gender inequality, financial inclusion and literacy, and adaptive agricultural practices among rural farmers.
At our focus, we want to have a slaughter, and also we want to have a supermarket in Umade doing poultry, so whereby we can be able to access our own market within ourselves.
There is the need of leveling the field and improving opportunities for women farmers in rural Africa in order to increase farm income and lift the heavy burden of poverty in rural areas. Besides, the global agriculture and food security program operations need to include gender analysis as part of their project design to empower women to scale up their efforts for us to be food secure. For KTN News,